Hi, I'm Jeannette, and I am the digital content manager here at Opens Clicks Cash. And today we're going to be talking about personalization. But before we jump into it, I just want to say make sure you guys like this video, share it, and if you're not already subscribed to our channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe. We want to make sure that you have everything you need to create a profitable business in 2024, okay? So definitely stick around because we're dropping gems twice a week. Okay, now let's get into this video. So when it comes to personalization, there's a lot that we can talk about, but today we're going to talk about custom fields and we're going to talk about tags. Okay, so firstly, when it comes to custom fields, if you don't know what that is, a custom field is just data. So it's how we gather data on our customers or clients. Data can be anything from their name, their email, their city, um, anything that they're interested in, depending on what your business is, that will determine what kind of custom fields that you have in your company. So if you are a pet shop, you might have pet type, right? Because everyone doesn't have a puppy. Some people have cats or birds. Then again, if you are a business coach, you might have custom fields about how long someone has been in business or what type of business that they have, right? So a custom field is just the way that we gather data on our customers and clients so that we can speak to them better and, connect with them. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you how to do in Ontraport, we're going to go ahead and create some custom fields. So let's jump into it. All right, so the very first thing I need to do here is share my screen so we can get inside of Ontraport and create those custom fields. So let me share my screen. And I've already logged into Ontraport. Now at the top, you will see a menu. And if we go under the contact menu, at the bottom, you'll see an option for settings. So I'm going to click on settings. And then at the top left, you'll see where it says field editor. I'm going to click there. And now that we're in the field editor, you can see there are different sections here that you can add to or update if needed. But at the top where it says contact information and it says edit contact fields, that's the section that we're going to focus on. So right here at the bottom where it says add field, that's where I'm going to go ahead and add a custom field. So right here where it says field name, you can just put in any name. For this example, I'm going to pretend that we have a pet shop and we only service dogs, cats, and birds. Again, it doesn't matter what type of business you have, you would select and create these custom fields based on the type of data that you need for your clients and customers. So I'm just going to pretend that we have a pet shop for this example. So a potential custom field that I would need as a pet shop owner might be pet type, right? So, oh, I had caps lock on, sorry. Pet type. So since we're only servicing 3 kind of pets, I'm going to create a drop down. But notice there are several other options here that you can choose. So you can select date and time, color, numeric. There are so many different custom field data types that you can select from. I think text is fine for this, but we can also, if we like, we can create a drop down. So let's go ahead and create a drop down. Let's see. There it goes. Here's a drop down option. So I'm going to add dogs, cats, and birds. All right. So Where a customer or client would get to this custom field would be, say, on a form that they fill out. If we had a newsletter or if we had some type of form they would fill out maybe for an appointment or consultation, then we could add this custom field to that form. And I'm going to show you how to do that in 1 second. But this is where you would add any custom fields that you need. And you can add as many as you want inside of ONTRAPORT. There was a time when they limited it, but I believe they made an update and you can add as many custom fields as you like now. So we're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, it's taking, usually saves pretty quickly. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to show you now how we can go ahead and add our custom field to a page. Okay, so when it comes to creating a new page that we can add our custom fields to, we can go ahead and navigate to the pages menu option at the top and click there. And once we get into the landing pages section, we can click on New Landing Page. I don't know why it's a little bit slow right now, but when we get in here, there you will notice that there are several templates that you can choose to use and edit if you like. For this example, I'm just going to create a new page, but yeah, ONTRAPORT does have a lot of options when it comes to pages and templates. But I'm just going to click here where it says start from scratch. And I'm not going to do anything fancy. I just really want to show you guys how you can use these custom fields. So I'm just going to create a quick page. When you come into pages, make sure you always name it at the top. I'm going to just name this OCC landing page pet shop form. Okay, you can name your pages however you like. All right, so here I'm just gonna create something quick so you can get an idea of how everything works. A lot of these images are from previous examples, but I'll just choose our logo here. We can add a headline. Oh, you know what? I didn't mean to do that. So I can delete that. So I'm going to add a headline here in the new block. And I'm just going to say, welcome to OCC. I'm going to add a sub headline. This is just as an example. I'm not doing anything fancy. All right, so now this is where I can begin to create a form. I'm going to add a new block here. And I'm going to, now this is where the custom fields come in. So let's just say that this page, this landing page is on your website. So maybe there will be a tab that says, if you're new, start here, or something like that. So someone would find themselves on this landing page and they will begin to fill out the form to get more information. So what we can do is we can add custom fields by coming to the elements on the left. This side of the screen has all the elements that we can add to our form. So let's just click here where it says form field and we'll add it there. So now they're going to ask us which object do we want to use. We want to use the context object. Hit OK. And do we want their first name? Yes, we do. So that's a custom field for their first name. And let's just drag it in. And then we'll add another one for their last name. Yeah, why not? And then I'll just add their email address. And then we can add our new custom field that we just created together. So that one was pet type. Here we go, pet type. All right, and then when you are creating a form, you have to always make sure that you have a submit button. Ontraport will not even let you publish your page without having a submit button. And it is easy to forget, believe it or not. Okay, so I'm just going to create this quick form. I'm going to save it. And we can see a quick preview. All right, so of course, when you create your form, it's going to be, a lot prettier. You'll have all the bells and whistles with your product or service or brand photos, whatever you like here. You might have a little bit of information about yourself as the owner, what you offer. It could be anything. There are so many forms that we've created for different processes, but this is just a quick intake form. I'm going to go ahead and publish it so you can kind of see how it works. So we're going to use Ontraport's domain just to make it quicker, but you can always use your own domain. I'm going to just do OCC Pet Shop and temporary domain, save and publish. It just takes a few seconds for Ontraport to go ahead and get that set up. And now the next thing we're going to do while that's loading, I don't even know how my window got up here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the page and we're going to fill it out as if we are a new client or customer who happened to find our landing page on our website or wherever we have it. Could be in a link tree, could be anywhere you put it. But we're going to fill it out and then we're going to go back in Ontraport and look at the customer data that we have now. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we are on the landing page and we are going to fill this out as a new customer or client would once they get to it from your website or your link tree or wherever you have your form set up. Okay. I'm just going to put in anything. Oh, I got caps lock on, excuse me. And opens clickscash@gmail. That is my test email. And I'm going to act as though I have a dog. So again, your form for your business will be a lot more detailed. I just wanted to show you how the custom fields work. But again, this form would be customized and tailored to your business, and you would have the custom fields that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. And Ontraport does have a standard thank you page, but I do want to let you know that when you're building out your pages in Ontraport, you can create your own thank you with, it can have an upsell on it if you want to offer them complimentary products or services. If you want them to join your Facebook page, whatever you want to do after they hit submit, there are options. But this video is all about personalization, so we're just going to focus on that for now. Okay, so we filled out the form and we're going to exit out. And then if we go to the menu at the top and click on contacts, we should see our new contact. Okay, here we go. So this is our new contact. They just filled out the form. And let's click in here. This is just a quick overview. If we go to the top right where it says view details, we can see a little bit more. And if we scroll down, we'll see our new customer has or our new lead, I should say, because they haven't bought anything yet. Our new lead has a dog. So, okay, now this brings us to part 2. Another way that we can use personalization is we can use tags. So a tag is how we identify our contacts or how we can segment them. So if we had, someone else who had a bird or, likewise someone else who had a cat, we could tag them based on the kind of pet that they have. Now, if you are a business coach, you might have tags for people who are just learning how to, become an entrepreneur. They haven't even got started yet. You might have a tag for somebody who's been in business, for 5 years. They're already up and running. They just need help with one aspect, maybe marketing. If you're a hairstylist, you may tag people based on their hair type, like, natural hair or relaxed hair or, protective styles or something like that. The reason you would want to use a tag is because then you can tailor your messaging to those specific contacts. So I could write an email sequence only to my dog owner leads. And those emails would be very specific to dog owners, and it could have everything that they might want to know about raising their dog, keeping their dog healthy, training their dogs, things like that. Okay, that would look very different from someone who has a bird and they just want to know about, grooming their bird or what to feed it, etc. So our tags can be very helpful when it comes to personalization and segmenting the list. So I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and create tags. So that's what we're going to do next. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get out of this contact record. So up at the top left where you see this blue arrow, we're going to click there and get out of here. And then where it says contacts at the top, we're going to scroll down again to where it says settings and click there. And then we're going to go to the third option on the left where it says manage tags. All right, so these are all of our tags. You will have tags based on your business, and you could also create tags for different things. I mean, really, the sky's the limit when it comes to tags. You can tag them based on purchase history. So if I have a dog owner, they might have a dog owner tag, but they also might have a, newsletter tag. They also might have a leash purchase tag or something like that. So you can segment this list in so many ways. So for this example, I'm going to create a new tag for dog owner. So you just put the name of the tag and then you click save at the top right. And there you go. You have dog owner here. And then I'm going to create another tag just to show you that they bought a leash. So just for an example. All right, so we have our different tags here. Again, ONTRAPORT does not limit your tags. You can create as many tags as you like, but keep in mind it can get a little overwhelming if you have, a lot. So try to make sure that however you tag your people are going to be, it's going to be used, right? You don't want to just tag things that you're not even going to look for or need. So I have my 2 tags that I just added. And to get out of here, I'm going to just click back on contacts. Okay, now the way that we can add our tag to our customer is we would create an automation. Now, you will hear this a lot with ONTRAPORT. There are a number of ways to do the same thing. So we can also create a tag at the form level to where anyone who fills out the form and they select a certain option, like they select dog, they will get the dog tag. I believe that creating an automation and adding the tag at that level is easier, But once you get into the software and you figure out what works best for you, by all means, you can go ahead and do it that way. For this example, we're going to go ahead and do it with an automation. So under contacts, we will click on automations and we will click on new automation. And again, ONTRAPORT does have different templates that you can use if you like. I don't typically use any of the templates. I don't think I ever have, but they do have different templates you can check out if you like. I'm going to go ahead and click Start from Scratch. And at the top left, I'm going to give my automation a name. I usually do the brand and then the asset. So OCC is the brand, asset is automation, and then pet shop form. You can name these any way you like. This is internal and it's completely up to you. All right, so you will see here that there is a trigger that's already in the automation. This comes with every automation that you create, and it's just this is the first path, and it's when you add contacts to an automation manually. So there are different ways to get on an automation map, which is what this is called. And one way a contact can get on the map is if you just add them, right? So you can go to contacts, you can click on the contact you want, or you can click on all of them, and you can literally add them to the automation. Another way would be for them to get added automatically once they fill out a form. So that's what we're going to do here. So under this first trigger where it says added manually, I'm just going to put an end here. And we can do another video where we talk more about automations, but this is about personalization. So I'm just showing you this as a way for us to tag our new contacts. Okay, so the very first trigger that we're going to put is a trigger for form gets filled out. So we'll add a trigger here. Just click on form. And there are several triggers. So depending on what process you're working on, that will determine what trigger you use. Notice, please pay attention to the settings here on the left. So we're going to say, okay, who can activate this trigger? Any contact in the account? Here are the other options. Any contact on this map. So we're going to say any contact in the account. So anyone who comes to that page, be it on our website, Linktree, however they get it, once they fill out that form and they select what kind of pet they have, they are put into our account. So anyone in this account can activate this trigger. And then it asks us if the contact is already on this map, what should happen? So if they're already on the map, should we ignore the trigger, move here when triggered, or add here again? So we're going to do ignore for this situation because the only thing we're doing here is we're just adding a tag. So we can ignore it. It wouldn't hurt if we did do move here when triggered because honestly, nothing is gonna happen. They would just get the tag again, and you can't have more than 2 tags. If they already have it, then ONTRAPORT is just gonna skip it. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Okay, so the trigger is now asking us what form. Okay, so what we know that the trigger is that they filled out a form, but what form have they filled out? So we're going to click from this drop down and we're going to select the pet shop form that we just created together. So I'm going to click there. I didn't name the block, so it just says block name. But that is the block where all the custom fields are. And then under here where it says condition, we are going to add a condition. So the condition that we're going to add is field is this value. Okay, so they're talking about custom fields. So if someone fills out the form that we created together and the pet type custom field is equal to dog. I'm sorry, I'm just going to move my little screen up and we're going to hit done here. So if they fill out the form and they select dog for pet type, then they're going to get the tag. So the second element on the automation is going to be tag. And you know what? Since this option here is when we add the first trigger here that's lit up, since this one here is talking about adding them manually, I can actually delete this end and we can put a go to that's under filters. And we can just go ahead and give them the tag as well. So if we add them manually or if they come in by form, they will get the tag either way. Okay. So the tag on the left, it'll say add, and you can click on add here, and we're going to just put dog owner. Okay. And we're going to hit done. And then we are going to get them off the map. So at the bottom it says end. But if we click on this end element, we can click this box up here at the left where it says remove contact. We never want people just sitting on automations. So once they go through this process, they fill out the form on your website, they select what kind of pet they have, they get their tag, and then they're off the map. So again, we can also click on this cross where, up here in the top left corner of this element, and we can drag over here to the arrow to copy. We can copy everything. And then if we click inside of the trigger, where it says dog, now we can add bird. And we can have them get a bird tag. So we'll X the dog out. The dog tag, we'll take that out. And then we can add a bird tag. So we didn't create a bird tag together, right? We just did the dog owner tag and we did the leash purchase tag. But you can also create new tags right inside of an automation. So I'm going to click new tag and I'm going to put bird owner. And I'm going to scroll down, click done. And this process will be the same. So if they fill out the form and they select that they have a bird for their pet type, they would get the bird owner tag. And then we can go ahead and copy this one more time for our cat owners. Click into the trigger. Change the condition from bird to cat. And then we're going to update the tag. We're going to X the bird owner tag out. And we're going to add a new tag for cat owner. And then we're going to hit done. And now no matter what they fill out, I'm going to make this slightly smaller so you can see everything. Okay, so no matter what kind of pet they have when they come to our form, they would get the appropriate tag, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add our new contact to this manually so that you can see that they get the tag. And I'm also going to fill out the form again with a different contact name so that you can see that that person got their tag as well. And we'll check that by going into the contact record and looking at it. All right, so let's do that next. Okay, so I'm back inside of the automation map. One thing that I did forget to mention is that after you build the automation map, you have to publish it. I didn't do that. So we're going to save it up here, and then we're going to click publish at the top right corner and save and publish again. And now the automation is live. Okay. The reason why I had to go back and do that is because you cannot add anybody to an automation if it's not live. So that wouldn't have worked. But okay, so let's go to our contacts. We're still in automation, so we're going to click contacts at the top in the menu. And then we have our guy here, Howard Donnelly. So we're going to click on the box next to his name. And here at the top, where it says automations, we'll click there. And then we're going to select which automation we want to add him to. So here it is, OCC Pet Shop Form. I'm going to click there. And then we're going to hit submit. There we go. Okay. So let's go back to the automation map. I'm going to click on automations under contacts. And we're going to go back to our pet shop automation. Here it is. And you can see where it says one was here. This is Donnelly. We added him manually, so that's why it shows one. And you'll see that he got his tag and then he exited the map. So let's go back to his contact record and I'll show you where the tags show up there. So I'll exit out of here at the top left. I'm going to go to contacts. And I'm going to click on his name. This is the overview. I don't think the tags show here, but I do want to say that you can customize this overview. I'm going to go into view details though. And when we go into contact, this is a contact record. So if we scroll down where it says contact tags, you will see that he's a dog owner. Now, this is really helpful because, like I said, once you have a list of people who are dog owners or whatever they are, depending on your business, you can segment the list accordingly and send them special offers, promotions. You can remind them of different things. Say, like, I don't know if dogs have to get certain flea shots around winter time or anything that's related to your business. You can segment your list based on tags and contact them for those updates. And that's just a really good way of building a relationship and building brand trust with your customers and leads. Okay, so he's good to go. And I also wanted to fill out the form again as a different customer so that you could see how it would work if someone filled out the form and the automation is already live. So I will go ahead and do that. So we're gonna navigate to the pages section. It's here at the top. We'll click on pages directly. And I'm going to go to the pet shop page. Here it is. I'm going to click directly on the domain because I want to just fill out the form. Okay, so again, let's just say a new customer finds your form. This person has I'm going to have to do a different email. So I'm going to do my personal email, I guess, or I'll do my work email. Okay, and then for this person's pet type, we're going to just say cat. This is just for an example. I just want you guys to see that they're going to get their tag through the automation. So I'm going to hit submit, my thank you page, and then let's go inside and check. All right, so we're still in pages. We'll have to go back to where it says contacts and we'll hit automations right under contacts. And we'll go down to our pet shop automation. And if we scroll over, see, we can see that Sam Wheaton filled out the form and he has a cat and he got his cat owner tag and he exited the map. So I'm going to back out of here at the top left and we will go to contacts and we will click on Sam. Again, we're going to go to view details at the top right. And we're going to scroll down and we can see right here that he is a cat owner. Okay, so that's really it. That's all we're going to talk about for today. We talked about custom fields, creating new custom fields based on our business. And we worked on creating tags that correlate to those custom fields. And this is really, really great for personalization with your messaging. I also want to say that you can also customize pages. So let's just say that Sam Wheaton is a new lead, which he is. He's a cat owner. We can actually create pages, and I'm not going to discuss that in this video, but I just want you to kind of start thinking bigger when it comes to personalization. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You can actually begin to even create pages that speak specifically to those people. So once someone has that cat owner tag, if you have a website that features different products and services based on the pet type, you can select certain pages to display when a person has a specific tag. So when Sam Wheaton goes to your website, it will look like it's all about cats, right? When Donnelly goes to your page, it will look like it's all about dogs because that's what they want to know. Not saying that they wouldn't be able to navigate and see other products and services you have if they wanted to, just out of curiosity. But I just want you to know that there is so much you can do with personalization. So it's just something to think about. Please let me know in the comments below if you want me to go in more detail about any aspect of this, or if you want me to talk more about just automations in general, or, customizing your pages for different contact tags and different custom fields. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful. Make sure again that if you're not already subscribed, you subscribe because we're dropping gems twice a week. Okay, thank you. Bye.